Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land. This is El Rando. El Rando. Just saying hi to everybody out there. What's up? Uh, Now, the dude actually brought up a comment a little while ago on Discord saying, "Man, I can't believe that Randy. I can't believe that people are paying like tons of money to do this." And it's like, yeah, the tips and tricks. I I I gotta say, I'm gonna be unhumble here. I am really good at magic, and I do a lot of stuff, and I got a lot of magic props, and occasionally I throw out some party favors here and there. But I'm really good at magic. I know like 90 tricks. And there was this one like 8-year-old kid comes up to me and he goes, "Randy, how many tricks do you know?" And I go, "Well, I know about like 80 or 90." And then he's like, "What happens when you run out of tricks?" And I go, "Well, kid, here's the thing. Usually I go from table to table and it's new people every single time. So, an average trick takes about 3 to 5 minutes to do. So that's about 20 tricks a minute. I mean, 20 tricks an hour. And, after I do the 20 tricks for this person over here, I move out to this person over here, do all the exact same tricks, and they're none the wiser. What's up, Dragon? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Do you ever do other songs besides Little Pigs? Oh yeah, yeah, definitely a lot. I'll tell you my sets. I typically do Flight of the Concords. I do Most Beautiful Girl in the Room. I do I'm Not Crying, and I do this song called Think About It. And then if I feel like some Weird Al, I'll do Amish Paradise. And then I also do a lot of B-52s. I do Love Shack. I do my own Private Idaho. I do Rock Lobster. And then I do a little Billy Idol. I do Rebel Yell and White Wedding. And also, no, I have not. Haven't heard from him. Sorry. I mean, I actually, yeah, Monday was a very good night for me because I made $100 off of doing one trick, and then there were these four blondes, and I got $20 from them, and then somebody paid for my dinner, and my dinner total was $57. So that, like, in total it was like $177.50 that I got on Monday. So that was a pretty good day. Pretty good day, gotta say. I started training at another station. I started training at another station at my job. Oh, that's cool. Nice, nice, nice. So somebody contacted me in the Discord. Let's see what's going on. Not really. Okay. So yeah, and the thing is like, some people don't like magic, but then again, there are some people who do. Like me and Fears went to the mall, and I started doing magic for one of the cashiers, and the cashier said, "Do me a favor, fan out your cards." And I was like, "Okay." And he says, "Whatever card I pick, I'll give you a discount. So if I get like an 8, I'll give you an 8% discount. If I get you a 9, I'll give you a 9% discount." So I said, "Okay, yeah, sure." So he took a card. It turned out to be an 8, and I got Fears an 8% discount on his purchase from the mall. So that was pretty cool. And and again, lots of people do like magic, and those people are very generous. And I can do things like I can make cards change in people's hands while they're holding them. And then I got this shirt to go along with this. And what I usually do is I usually wear a button-up shirt over this. And when they pick the King of Clubs, I unbutton my shirt, and there's the King of Clubs. Then I button it back up, and then they pick the Ace of Spades, and then I unbutton this, and they go, "Oh, bam! Was that your shirt? Was that your card?" And I'm like, "No." I was like, "No, this isn't it." And they're like, "No." And I'm like, "Do me a favor, look at what it says right there." And they're like, "Oh my god!" And then I make them pick another card, and it turns out to be the Jack of Clubs, and I've got the Jack of Clubs on the back of my shirt. So yeah. I'm gonna be going until 7. So, did I tell you about my Fears Band comic you're gonna do that's gonna lead into a Noel comic? Yeah, that's cool. What's up, Fierce Man 26? How's it going? I haven't eaten dinner yet, but after this, I'm going out to karaoke again. Uh, last time I was at the place that I'm going to. Oh, thank you, Fierce Man. Thank you for liking the stream, Dragon. If you could drop a like if you want to. Uh, uh, want me to tell you how it goes? Yeah, go ahead. What's for dinner? Chicken and mashed potatoes is what's for dinner. Chicken and mashed potatoes. So, yep. So, yeah. And had lots of fun at that karaoke night. Again, it turned out to be a really good night. Um, Lots of people were got a lot of cashola. But things have happened today that are kind of wonky. I'm not going to go into that, but um, I actually did get a new deck. Hold on, let me see if I can find it for you. Got a let me see if I can find it here. Somewhere here. It's right here. Is it? No, it's not in there. Somewhere around here. This is a Shin Lim deck. I'm not going to open this yet. I'm going to wait until I go to karaoke tonight. Yeah, that's your best night ever. Yeah, 177.50 is a pretty good night. Basically, fear is kind of medicine of the comic, and basically, at the end of my run here is it needs no oil and stronger. Congrats, Randy. Yeah, it was a good night. It was a good night. So yeah, I got this Shin Lim deck. I already know what's in this deck because I have two others of these decks. Basically, there's a 10 of hearts that's kind of faded, like right down here. And then on the other side, it's still the 10 of hearts, but it's all faded, like right there. And then they have a blank face card. So what I do is I, change the card and they pick the 10 of hearts and then they put it back in the deck. And then I go, was that your card? And they're like, yeah, but it's faded at the bottom. And then I like rub it on my, stomach and then show them. And they're like, oh man, it's even more faded. I stick it back in the deck and I show them like that. And they said, oh my God, it's completely gone now. So, I mean, I think a lot more people would see how much people really dig the tricks if they got to see me in action. Because I do a lot of stuff. I have a lot of gimmick cards. I have a lot of gimmick props. I got a Sharpie that says 6 of hearts on it. I got the shirt. I've got a little plastic wallet that has the 7 of hearts torn up. So I do a trick with that too. And then maybe one day I'll show you guys all my invisible card trick. And basically annihilated fears with single punch. Basically ends up going around just destroying people, and I plan to make it Noel basically a vengeful god. All right, yeah, great. So yeah, so lots of people really do like it. They really do. Um, and somebody messaged me on Discord. So yep. So I'm gonna invite the dude in here. I'm gonna tell him I'm answering all his questions here. So there we go. All right, going back to live streaming, and I'm back. What do you think of it? I don't know. I'll have to see the actual comic. It's impossible to tell, how something's going to be just by the description. I would like to see the execution and I'd like to see the execution and the comic book art, because like for instance, Captain Marvel had a pretty interesting concept. Like Captain Marvel was like, or the Marvels is what I'm talking about. They had an interesting concept. Like each time one of them uses their powers at the same time, they change places. They could have done a lot with that, and I don't really think they capitalized on that part. And they did like probably a like 30-second training sequence, and then automatically they're good at it. So I thought lots more could have been done with that. And Madam Web had a good concept. She was based on an actual Marvel character, but the execution of that movie was terrible. So I gotta. Um, did I like Echo? No. I didn't read the comic, but I googled the comic a lot, and the woman they have is very butch and very masculine and very manly. And if you look at the comic, in the comic, the woman is very skinny and feminine and very attractive. So, and also, uh, they got review bombed by a lot of people, and they cut a lot of the episodes. So the first episode of Echo is like a montage of things that were going to be in the first few episodes of Echo, and you could really tell because she's out riding her bike going to meet somebody in one scene, and then in the very next scene, uh the Kingpin comes out with a bullet wound where we don't know where he got that, who he got that from. Was he in a fight? We don't know. We have no idea what happened to Wilson Fisk in between the time where she's riding down the bike and he comes out with a gunshot wound in his stomach. And the reason that is because that whole gunfight was part of one whole episode, and they really cut and chopped it. And that first episode almost didn't make any sense, and you could really tell it was condensed, and you could really tell they hacked and chopped at that episode. And I don't know about the other episodes because I didn't watch them because the first one was so crappy. So I did not like Echo at all. Plus there's also a lot of scenes where the sound is muted, and I'm like, yeah, okay, if people can't hear that, yeah, that's a thing, but you don't need to like make us deaf in order to understand the show. We can get it. You don't need to mute it. We got it. She's deaf. That's like if like somebody made a Daredevil episode and they go, "Oh, well Daredevil's blind, so we're going to black screen the whole thing so you can just listen to Daredevil and be like you're Daredevil." I'm like, "No. That's not a concept that works. That's dumb. I mean, you only have two senses in film and in video. You got sight and you got sound. You don't have the sense of smell or touch or taste. So you only got sight and sound. So I mean, like, it, if you're gonna like mute everything, you might as well just, I don't know. It just seemed dumb. Uh, better be good in here, boys. Yep. Watching Randy editing a vlog. Yeah. What's wrong with being butch? I think that can be attractive. Well, it's just not my thing. I mean, it's okay if you like butch women, but like butch, just it's not my thing. But I mean, like, it's not true to the comic because in the comic she's very feminine and very skinny and very attractive. In the actual show, not so much. What up, Visions boy? Better be good in here. All right, now Visions. Hey, Randall. What's up, Stacks? Hey, can you here comes your wife, Rebecca Visions. Please turn your fears over. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Stacks, did you get that from the Enter the Pandaverse? Enter the Pandaverse. Yeah, that's funny. Hiya, boys. Hey, honey. Fears won't be a lady, but instead is love. Oh, shit. You want me to call in, Randy? I'm back at Van Visions, honey. Hey, it's Dragon Zeron. Come date me, Visions. No, I'm not gonna have you in, Fears. I kind of want to do this stream alone and, have the floor because I got lots of stuff to talk about. So this AC guy that I'm doing my book with, he's a pretty cool guy, pretty solid guy, and he is throwing money around like he is frickin' Elon Musk, man. This guy's a generous guy. And again, a lot of people don't like magic, but a lot of people do. And and again, I've got to say, I'm going to toot my own horn here. I'm really good. You know, like I can make people think that the card is changing in their hand. I can make them think that, I have them hold a pen and then I guess their card wrong 3 times. And they're like, oh, that was the wrong card. Got to buy me a drink. And then I'm like, do me a favor. Look at the pen in your hand. And then they look at the pen in the hand and has their card on it. So, I do a lot of tricks and I do a lot of I have a lot of gimmicks cards. Like sometimes I'll make a person pick the 7 of clubs and I go, now if this card was half that card, would that be possible? And they're like, no, that's impossible. There's no such thing as a 3.5 of clubs. And I tell them, well, I'm sorry, but I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is a normal deck of cards does not have a 3.5 of clubs. But the bad news is I'm not normal and I turn it over and it's the 3.5 of clubs. Plus, I got a few cards that are double backers, and I can do like a real quick change with the double backers, and nobody knows how I do it, and it freaking amazes them. And last Wednesday, I'm going to the same place that I went to last time, and I entertained this one girl for like 4 hours, and she was shocked and amazed, and she said that was the best night out of karaoke that she ever had. So that was pretty cool. Unfortunately, she was attached to the karaoke DJ, so I mean, asking for a number wouldn't be really appropriate. But yeah, there was tons of stuff. Uh, we're, no. Wow, Randy, 15. Do I have 15 viewers? Yeah, that's cool. Randy, Randy, if you knew a man that was pretending to be a woman on the internet and they kept hitting on you, how would you handle it? Uh, just not respond is usually how I handle things. What was the trick that got you a big tip? All right, Larry, I'm glad you're in here, man. Shout out to Larry Tate. Uh, Shout out to Stacks. Shout out to Rebecca. Shout out to Dragon. Shout out to Fierce Logs. But the trick that got me a big tip, here's the thing. The AC guy did a trick, and it was an old trick. I know this trick backwards and forwards. So I usually don't do this trick, but lots of people do it for me, and they think they're showing me something new. Well, I had the card at the end of the 21 card trick, whatever they make 3 piles, and whatever pile they pick, it's the middle card. Now, I could see when he was finishing up the trick that the middle card was the 7 of clubs. So I show one woman to the side and I go like this. I go like, and now I go like this. And then he flips over the card and it was the 7 of clubs. And she goes, oh my God, how did you do that? And I go, that was pretty cool, right? But what's even pretty more cool is how did I do this? And she goes, oh my God. So I kind of like doubled down on the surprise of her trick. And then he went back in and paid his bill. And he said, Randy, I left something for you under your little bag of tricks in there. So go check it out. And I bought your dinner. Okay. I was like, yeah, cool. So I go in, and underneath my bag of tricks was a nice crisp $100 bill. and he paid for the dinner on top of that. So that was pretty freaking cool. Uh, what would Fears look like if he were black or Chinese? Um, I think he would look like he was black or Chinese, probably. Yeah. Hold on, someone keeps messaging me on the Discord. All right, I'm gonna click off the Discord. All right. So yeah, Larry Tate. Sorry, Larry Tate. You got me on the Sharpie trick. It was freaky. Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing is a lot of people don't realize that I mean a lot of people have the Sharpie in hand and they even look at it, and a lot of people on first glance it looks like the Sharpie logo, but when you look closer, it's actually says six hearts. So it's pretty funny, pretty funny. So yeah, and I've got tons of stuff like that. I actually had pens made that said you pick the four of hearts. And I don't usually do these like when I have like people at like karaoke. I usually don't do like the Sharpie or the pen trick for senior citizens because they have very poor vision and they have to like put their glasses on, and sometimes they don't have their glasses on. So I rarely do the Sharpie or the pen trick for people uh over the age of 60. I'm not saying you're over 60, Larry. I'm just saying the people that I do that trick for, I usually don't do it for people over 60. Can't see Fears chat or visions. They're there. Uh, Fears vlog says, "LOL, what a question." And before Vision says, "Wonder who." Uh, Fears vlog says, "Shout out to the Randy stream." Uh, do you like being self-employed? Yes, I do. I do, but there are several jobs where I think I would have a lot of fun. There's a restaurant in New Smyrna. It's quite a bit of a drive. I don't know if being employed there would be economically feasible because the place that I'm thinking of it takes like a quarter of a tank to get there and a quarter of a tank to get back. So I don't know if I would take that job because like just the gas money of me going there and coming back every day, I mean, it would negate the whole purpose of going there in the first place. But there is a magic shop in town that I have talked to, and they know me by name there, and I have participated in a lot of their events. And basically, this magic shop, what you do is, you go in there and you see a magic item. You can go, "Can I see that item?" And they're like, "Yeah." And so they show it to you, and then they offer, "Do you want to see how the trick is done?" And if you say yes, then they do a whole magic trick for you concerning that item right there on the spot. So that's pretty cool. So I think like selling magical items and doing magic tricks all day, I think that would be a pretty damn sweet job. Pretty damn sweet job. I would enjoy that a heck of a lot. And the manager of the restaurant that I was at 3 days ago, uh, I have some Day of the Dead cards, and the Day of the Dead cards look like the logo for this restaurant. And my mom goes, "Randy, don't use those cards because they'll think you work here." And then the manager overheard us, and he says, "Randy, go ahead. It's okay. I don't care if they think you work here. You can tell them you work here if you want to. I don't care." I was like, "Oh, really, man?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah, go ahead. I don't mind. Everybody loves you, Randy." So yeah, so uh, man, Rebecca Robertson is throwing out the offers there. Fears Vlog says, "I can see your comments, Larry. I don't know. I don't have anybody blocked on here. I don't have anybody blocked. So if you can't see somebody, I do not know what to say. Larry, if you can't see visions or fears, I mean, fears is not blocked, visions is not blocked. Fears and visions have always been good to me. I mean, Dragon was blocked at one point, but I unblocked him, gave him a second chance. But aside from that, nobody is blocked on here. So I don't know what the dealio is. I mean, you got to be pretty bad for me to block you if I block you, you know. So I mean, you've got to go above and beyond. So, you know, and I unblocked Dragon, so we're me and Dragon are cool now. But yeah. So like I said, I am going out again tonight. I have got to make some moolah. And it's gonna be as I was at on Wednesday. So gonna make some moolah. Gonna try to make some change. See if there were 3 people there last time that gave me $15 last Wednesday. But yeah. Did Dragon leave? I don't know. I don't know. I think he's still here. But yeah, today was a hectic day, just full of a bunch of crap. Um, I won't go into it. I won't bother with that because I don't like to talk about my problems. I usually try to keep to myself. I mean, unless some people take some serious digs at me or fears, I am usually like that. But Larry wanted to see a stream out of me. Again, I am sorry, Larry, for I am sorry for Monday. I did say I was going to do a stream at 2 a.m. Although I did say I might do it, and I put might twice because I didn't know whether I was going to do it or not. But yeah, so yeah, last Monday made $177.57, and last Wednesday made $15 off of Mike, Lori, and Kathy. So it's been, I am already past my goal for February, and I only need $31 now to make my goal for March. No, 71. I only need $71 to make my goal for March because my New Year's resolution is the word is double, which is make double what I made last year. So last year I made $100 a month. So this year I'm trying to make $200 a month. I'm at 529 right now. So like I said, I'm already $129 into March. So if I make 31 this week, I won't even have to go out to karaoke in March. I can just save my money and do whatever I want to do. Larry Tate says, "You ever use thumb tips for tricks? I used to have a nice pair of tips." No, I don't use thumb tips for tricks. Although I did buy an online video that shows you about like 6 or 7 tricks. I think it's by Dan Harlan. He uses a lot of thumb tips in his tricks. No, I usually don't use thumb tips. I do have thumb tips. I think I have 2, but yeah. Um, there is a trick that I'm going to be getting. It's called sugar bunnies. And what the sugar bunnies are you take a packet of sugar, tear it in half, you pour it on the table, and then you do this, you just do that, and a little bunny magically appears. And the bunny's like maybe like that big. And it's pretty cool, and it appears out of nowhere, nobody expects it. And when I get my check on Friday, I'm gonna go down to the Daytona Beach Magic Shop and purchase one of those. Um, I usually get my checks on the 3rd, but when the 3rd falls on a Sunday or a Saturday, that means I get paid on Friday. So I'm getting paid on the 1st, which is Friday. So, uh, you know, um, so I'm going to head on down to the magic shop and maybe buy 3 or 4 things of those sugar bunnies. So gonna try to get some of those. And then Fears told me that some people were saying that my hat is a Nazi hat. It's not a Nazi hat, it's a Burning Man hat. Burning Man is a giant concert that they have out in the desert. I didn't get it at a Burning Man concert, but I did get it off of Amazon. And you can get the exact same hat. It's called a Burning Man hat. And the one that I have is pretty cool. Um, Vision smells so sweet. Wow, Chad, you're freaky. It's me, Rebecca Visions. Can Fierce get pregnant? I think I'm pregnant. I think I'm having a food baby. But congrats on all your success. Thank you, Exum Visions. I see them now. It was behind the video. You see what now? Oh, okay. Ha ha. He could have kids. It would be deformed. Fierce says, "Yo, Larry." Yellow Dragon says, "Punk, what up, punk?" Dragon, how's your mother doing? Uh, I don't know if Dragon wants to answer that question. But yeah, so that's basically catching y'all up. I think I am gonna go at 6:45 because I actually do have to prepare for the next karaoke night. Typically, I go out 3 nights a week for karaoke. I usually go out Monday, Thursday, and Friday. That is my schedule. So Thursday or Monday, Thursday, and Friday is usually when I go out. Again, I made $15 last Wednesday, so I'm hoping maybe it'll be the same thing. And then there's a DJ that I like, and the DJ that's going to be at the place I'm going to tonight actually looks like Bryce Dallas Howard, but she is also attached. She's married, so there's nothing I can do there. But yeah, so I mean, this girl is really cute, and again, she looks like Bryce Dallas Howard from Argyle. She's a cutie. Uh, no, the dude isn't 15. The dude's like my age. I think he's like 38 or something. I mean, I'm 44, but he's pretty close to my age. Uh, Not talking about the dude. Oh, Randall. Uh, 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 oh shit. Okay. Well, all right, Dragon. uh, Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna go on for six. I'm gonna go on for 5 more minutes. Gonna keep going, and I'll let you all know how karaoke goes tonight. Again, last time I was there, had some big tippers. Was Kathy, Lori, and Mike. I hope they're there tonight. And I gotta get ready. Gotta get all smelling nice. Put some of my Old Spice on, and gonna try to make up some cash, and that'll be it. Uh, oh shit. Peanut Corporation of America, you're killing me, man. You killing me. Let's see, what would the initials of that be? PCOA. PCOA. I don't know. Dragon Zeron says, I've been a cashier for like 6 months now. Jelly happily welcome for you. Well done, dude. Make good money, probably more than all you mofos. You probably make more of the money than me, Dragon, because Even $177 in one day, you still probably make more than me. I probably guarantee you do. Like, I mean, because you make a fairly hourly wage. All my jobs are hit and miss. Like my Fiverr job is hit and miss. My publishing gig is hit and miss. My magic is hit and miss. And what I mean by hit and miss is like some days I'll make a gigantic sum of money. Sometimes I'll make like 375 off of one gig. And then like other days I'll make bupkis, you know, uh, Randall El Presidente status. I don't know. I might make a Randall might make a Randall opposition video. We'll see. Rebecca, you're killing me, man. Rebecca Robertson. How's it going, Rebecca? Uh if you do what you like, it makes you rich. Yep, that is true. I mean, honestly, I can pay the bills and again, I'm going to toot my own horn. I'm going to be kind of cocky and arrogant here. I am really good at magic. All right. I know about 90 tricks, and almost every time I go out, I get about almost every time I go out, I get about 10 to $20 in tips. So, I mean, I must be doing something right. I must be doing good if people are giving me that. And then about 3 weeks ago, somebody gave me $60 to give to the charity that I work for, um, the Young Adult Coalition. So there you go. Uh, Always good to give yourself props. Got to be confident. Yeah. So yeah, I try to. Uh, you should get into politics, Randy. Yeah, yeah. I think I could do some good. I think I might be on a lot of people's hit lists if I do politics, though, because I'm conservative as hell, and a lot of liberals wouldn't like that. They would they would probably have it out for me. Rebecca is throwing it out to Pixel. She asks you if you want to date her. Yep, there you go. So yeah, it is 6:45. I am going to hit the road, Jack, and I will come back some more, some more, some more, some more. So yeah, I'm gonna go out and try to make some money. I hope I like what happened last this Monday was that our router went out of date. So at midnight on Monday, well, technically Tuesday, at midnight on Monday, we lost all internet and we couldn't do anything, and they just fixed it today. So yeah. Uh, Fierce Log says, "Have a good night, Randy, and kill it tonight." I will definitely try it. Larry Chase says, "Hey there, Fears." Pixel Protocol says my lips are sealed. So I'm gonna go. I gotta run. I gotta go make that money. And if I make over $20 tonight, I'll do another stream around 2 a.m. on Thursday. And I will see you all later, alligator. I do the card tricks, but you bring the magic. Thanks. Bye.